Well, 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 it seems the African king himself, Dricus du Plessis, has bamboozled the entire MMA space. He's got us all around his iron fist that he rules over there in South Africa. I believe it's South Africa. I hope I got that right. And, yeah, if you're caught out of the loop and you're wondering why I'm making this video and why I'm talking about Dricus du Plessis, basically bamboozling, everyone on the MMA space in terms of the news reporters, the leakers, you know, the likes, seems like, Dricus du Plessis was rumored by a certain Kevin Ioli, and I believe a few others, Kaiho Brahalio, have rumored that Dricus du Plessis was injured with a broken shin and set to be out for what seemed to be anywhere from 6 months to roughly a year. That's sort of where the allegations came from. And Dricus du Plessis just been sitting back with popcorn bucket in hand, just chatting with the UFC, getting dates aligned, and just watching everyone crash out that fucking he was pulling out of his fight, you know? You had Khamzat Chimaev comment on the post saying it was bullshit. Not it was bullshit, sorry. Just Khamzat Chimaev saying bullshit, brother. We'll get into that. But yeah, basically everyone in the MMA space was collectively under the notion that DDP was pulling out of his fight slated against Khamzat Chimaev sometime during this summer. Now, I didn't believe it. I know it's hindsight's 2020, but I didn't believe it until I see official announcements here, because we see all the time a lot of leakers, aka, you know, not to throw shade, but the Chael Sonnens of the MMA space, if you will just fucking yap. And sometimes their yapping's correct, but hey, a broken clock is right twice a fucking day, alright? So I don't really believe it until I see UFC officially announce it. Kind of like I don't believe that Islam is vacating the belt and Ilya is fighting Charles. That's another rumor floating around, but that's a topic, I guess, for a different day. But yeah, this video just covers the allegations that DDP was pulling out via Kevin Ioli. A few other places had it, like I think Bloody Elbow had it. I think that's where I read it from. Just from the internet, basically scrolling on Google while I was at work, as a working class do. Hey, us Chads gotta do something, alright, on our breaks. Anyways, DDP has officially responded. This isn't his official response, this is just, you know, someone from Twitter that I pulled up their post. Shout out to the guy on Twitter that I pulled this from, but Dricus du Plessis. Okay, so everyone had their opinions and rumors and stories about his shin break, injuries, etc. Yeah, that was basically everyone just fucking... I don't know where this, like, just rumor started. I feel like if he shattered his shin and it was snapped in half, he probably would have made a post about it. You know, we're talking about the same guy who... You know, he updated everyone when he got nose surgery, and he could intake, like, 88% more oxygen after getting the nose surgery. I think he even said he had an injured foot going into the Israel Adesanya fight. Or maybe that's when he asked for an extension in order to recover from the injury. But basically, like, Dricus du Plessis has been pretty fucking honest. I don't see why he would hide the fact that he's injured. And not just say he's injured. I mean, guys, this guy's the king of fucking Africa, okay? Alright? But, yeah. I found it all very entertaining. Unfortunately, none of it is true. Myself and the UFC already discussed the fight, date, and opponent, aka Khamzat Chimaev. I doubt it's anyone else. The June fight was never signed. I did not pull out of any fight. I am the champion. I know when I fight you as a contender. Just show up when we tell you to. Kind of aura farming. Alright, DDP, I respect it. Fight announcement coming soon. Stay tuned. I mean, enough said. DDP just dispelled everyone, and he's got MMA fucking news wrapped around his finger. You know, I'm surprised we didn't see Chael Sonnen post a 20-minute rant of, you know, how some guy was petting a taco truck. And then he met this dude in the gym, and, you know, this fighter beats this fighter, and, you know, this type of fighter's never lost to this fighter, and then said something about DDP being injured. I'm surprised I didn't see that. Maybe he did actually post that. I haven't been keeping up with good old Chael Sonnen, but yeah, I mean, this is the news, this is the update. And then obviously Khamzat Chimaev's probably fucking... Khamzat Chimaev might be cooked now, because I think he was like, oh no, now I'm gonna have to get an interim belt. Number one, why the fuck would they ever do an interim belt? Newsflash, alright? Jones has yet to defend against an actual fucking contender in, what, almost 2 years? And we're not getting, or I guess we already have an interim belt, to be fair. But, I mean, Jones isn't fucking fighting. That was a bad example by me. Anyways, okay. Yeah, I don't know why everyone's talking about interim belt. Interim belts are only for, I think, like, vacations and, like, 1, 2, like, the Conor McGregor going to boxing promotion, you know, couple years, okay, off. I feel like if an injury happens with the champion, like Bilal, what was it, toe fungus or whatever it was, when he pulled out of the Shavkat fight, are we gonna say that Shavkat's the interim belt holder right now? You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird. I don't like this interim belt talk, alright? But regardless of that fact, Phil Knox has came out and said all those rumors were bullshit, and everyone's yapping to yap, pretty much. I have no idea how these rumors even start, to be honest with you. Rumors nowadays seem to be getting a little out of hand in the MMA space. Just without, like, any confirmations, you know? We're not seeing any fighter or any, like, training coach, whatever, saying anything about DDP's thing going on, you know? It's different if it's, like, a training partner of DDP saying, yeah, you know, DDP, you know, he's... You know, we haven't been sparring in like 3 weeks or something like that. Like, if something like that was to go around, maybe we can start a rumor, but I don't know. It's just weird. Regardless of that fact, yeah, Khamzat Chimaev might be cooked. This guy might pull out of the fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. Khamzat Chimaev might be the one pulling out of the fight pretty soon. And if you don't know why I'm saying that, well, you know, just for context here. This was a couple days before DDP announced that the rumors were bullshit. And for context, Khamzat Chimaev, upon the rumor from Caio Borralho and Kevin Iole saying that DDP was injured, he commented bullshit. And then DDP responded with this. Let's take a look at the last 2.5 years and tell me who's bullshit. So we have DDP's record here. Alright, fairly active, to be fair, right? We got 5 fights within 2.5 years. Okay, we got 3 fights in 2.5 years, and 2 of them were canceled. One of these was due to weight. The other one with Paulo Costa, I think, was due to injury, because he got a little sniffle. And then Robert Whittaker, before Robert Whittaker fought a short notice opponent, and then fought Khamzat Chimaev unjustly because Khamzat pulled out. I don't think you should be rewarded for pulling out, injury or not, alright? Doesn't fucking matter. That was your opportunity. Opportunity gone. But he ended up getting the fight rebooked, okay? And yeah, he got a fucking sniffle. Actually, I think this Paulo Costa one, Paulo Costa pulled out. Regardless, yeah, weight above contract limited. Yeah, that's what it was. And then this one was, he got a little bit of a sniffle, alright? And if you don't know, Khamzat Chimaev has notorious autoimmune problems, as we can see here. Just, what is this Gargamel looking fuck on my screen, alright? God damn, man, get it together. Holy shit, like, ugh. I can't imagine fighting like this, so obviously he's gonna pull out. But it is like, brother, if DDP was injured, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to sit in the corner and fucking wait your turn, okay? Mr. Bullshit, okay? This guy gets sick all the time, has to pull out of a fight gets canceled, and he's rewarded for it because he's got Dana White privilege, obviously, guys. You know, and just more images of just fucked up images of, you know, Khamzat being, you know, had a bit of a sniffle, guys. Yeah, these images were posted in January, by the way, and then he removed them. Might have been earlier than January. This is just when the post was. Shout out to whoever the fuck this is, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to cover the news. I wanted to shit on Khamzat Chimaev for saying bullshit, for DDP potentially pulling out, even though Khamzat is notorious for pulling out of his fights and missing weight. Yeah, get it together, brother, before you start calling other people bullshit. Okay, brother? Just saying. Alright, so True African King, he will be fighting Khamzat Chimaev next. That's definitely where the direction's heading. Just a rumor, guys, but, you know, that's... I can't really see them making any other fight other than Khamzat, you know? Maybe a Strickland trilogy, because staph infection happened in the last fight, but who knows, okay? You know, who knows? Alright, there's potential for some contenders here. Maybe Bilal moves up. All right, guys. But yeah, no, Khamzat's definitely the next one. Still Knox, I think, and still will beat Khamzat Chimaev still. I made a breakdown, a little bit of an early prediction. I just think he's going to win. You know, I'll save that for that video that I made. But yeah, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, I want to thank you for watching. And as always, I hope you have jawline check. Ooh. Pretty nice. A good day.